Hello, my friends. So previously I told you about my main character, my protagonist of Wild River by the name of Bandas. And now I want to tell you a little bit about a character who's sort of a secondary protagonist. I actually, my initial layout of this book was built around these two characters, Bandas and this other character by the name of Levenda, um, each of them going through their own hero's journey, every step of the hero's journey. And they do so separately to the point where Lavenda is kind of a secondary protagonist, the second protagonist in the story, and she's very important. She she was raised, whereas Bandas was raised as a slave. She was raised as part of a noble family. She she's part of the antagonist Kaltrana family. The Kaltranas are the antagonists of most of the book, and she's in that family, and so the reader kind of expects her to be an antagonist, and in fact, she starts the story doing going on missions, doing the will of Mother Kaltrana. Now she's young. She's young. She's actually she's I think 17. I think when she starts the story, and she's still trying to figure out who she is, who she wants to be in life. And you can see that she has this underlying sense of goodness, an appreciation for decency, but also she's very cynical, largely because she has been abused by her family. Her family is they're all kind of abusive and terrible people, and she has experienced that firsthand. Um, she she's someone who seeks power, and you can see that largely because that's what she's been taught her whole life. Power is everything. So that's what she seeks. And she seeks to prove herself to her family by going on these missions and accomplishing these things that she's sent to accomplish, because she feels that, oh, if she does that enough, then she will be able to gain more prestige, more power, and then she will be stronger, and then other people will not be able to manipulate her or abuse her. She will be the strong one. So that's her motivation in the beginning of the book, really, is to become stronger, to get a better place in society as she sees it. But two things happen. First, she becomes deeply affected by the beauty of art that's being produced by a certain group that she runs into called the Morning Train, and she's just it's unlike anything she's ever seen before, and it just really touches her deeply, and it causes her to really want to develop that sense of goodness, of decency inside her, in her soul. On top of that, she's put in a position where she is forced to make a difficult decision. And she actually makes the right decision. Unexpectedly, she makes the right decision. And that totally changes her course. And she becomes something different entirely. I'm kind of spoiling the story, but Lavenda, in that way, Lavenda is a very dynamic character. And she kind of starts out looking like a villain, seeming that she's going to be a villain, an antagonist, but in the end, she's not. She's actually one of the heroes of the story. So anyway, this is interesting to you. Think you're going to like my story? Go ahead and subscribe. I'm going to keep giving updates and keep talking about it. So where we are right now with my book is I have several beta readers going over it and give me some great feedback. I hope to launch the novel in November. Maybe sooner, depending on how long my revisions take and everything. But another piece of good news is that I have actually just finished the first draft of a prequel novella that happens right before Wild River. Because in Wild River, it talks about how Bandas has helped to find a serial killer named the Wolfman, but that doesn't happen in Wild River. Well, in this prequel novella, that's what happens. It's a story of Bandas going after the Wolfman, finding out who he is, and catching him. So, if you're interested in that, keep following. That is going to come out pretty soon, probably within the next couple of weeks, certainly before the full novel comes out. And I'm going to be giving that away for free. And yeah, subscribe to keep getting updates on that, and I'll see you in the next video.